KSNW News at 10. This is breaking news.
And that comes out of downtown Las Vegas, where hundreds of protesters have taken to the streets tonight, making their voices heard against immigration raids and the Trump administration's mass deportation plan. As you can see here, a lot of police activity. Metro now declaring these protests unlawful. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Marie Mortera. Jim Snyder anchoring live for us outside of the federal courthouse. Jim, what have you seen so far?
Well, we're now, Marie, at Carson and Las Vegas Boulevard, and the most stunning thing as we look down the street here and Ben zooms down, Las Vegas Boulevard is closed from Carson all the way down to Clark, so several blocks there. And the amazing thing is how quickly police cleared this out. The crowd grew and grew in size. It was tough to get an exact number because a big part of the crowd was marching around the streets. So police around 9 o'clock gave the order that it had become an unlawful demonstration and ordered everybody to leave. And the area right in front of the courthouse cleared out pretty quickly. I tried to make my way around the back of the courthouse on 6th Street and found a crowd running toward me and quickly found out why as I felt some mild effects of tear gas in the eyes and the throat. So the tear gas was used down on the south end to clear the crowd. And we do have reports from demonstrators who say they were hit with rubber bullets. I can't confirm that, but I can tell you our photographer Anthony, who is on the south end, confirms he saw rubber bullets flying through the air and hitting objects that he believes. So before it all, sorry, the throat's still a little bit raspy here. Before police broke up the demonstration, I had a chance to walk through the crowd and talk with people about why they decided to come out tonight.
We're here speaking for everybody who we can't speak for, like we have to speak up for the right reasons, and if people are not doing it, then who will,
This crowd is huge. Are you surprised how many people came out tonight?
No, I'm not. I'm actually very happy and proud that everybody did come out, and I think if there's more protests, a lot more people will like to come out and join us too. And I just feel like everybody who's doing it will just like show people and make them come out more as well,
All right, thank you very much. How about you? Why are you down here tonight? Do you think this will make a difference?
I hope so. I really do hope so. I'm here speaking for the people that can. Viva la raza!
Are you surprised at the turnout? This is the biggest protest I've seen here in Las Vegas.
No, I'm not. I know we have a big community, so I'm very happy to see all these people out here.
Okay, thank you very much. Stay safe. All right, and as we continue on, you can see this goes just on and on. Some groups are breaking off and marching up and down the street. But let's go out to Las Vegas Boulevard now and show you that everybody is staying off of the street, on the curb, making it a peaceful protest. They're showing their signs to people who are driving by, getting a lot of honks from the crowd. You want to talk to us on Channel 3 for a second about why you're out here?
Okay, I'm out here to speak for those who can't and to support our people.
And this is a huge turnout tonight. Were you surprised by how many people showed up?
Yeah, I didn't expect it to get this big, but La Raza is huge. The family's huge.
And you think it'll make a difference?
I think it will.
All right.
I think us as a community, we can all help people open their eyes and become more open-minded to what's going on in the world.
Okay, thank you very much. So, yeah, you can see on this side of the street, we're right by the federal courthouse, and over on the other side of Las Vegas Boulevard and in the median, you've got more people over there. So this is a massive protest against the ICE raids, an offshoot of what is happening in LA, and it's just a huge turnout here in Las Vegas tonight. All right, and a new development while we were running that tape piece. There's been tear gas deployed to the north of us. You were up there, and you felt the effects up there.
Yes, they were tear gassing kids. They do not care. They threw it. We were peacefully. They still tear gas kids, little families, us, and we were not causing any harm. We were just going back to our car, and they trapped us in one place, and we cannot leave.
All right, we'll let you get out of the cloud right now, and I'll just tell you, Marie, we're going to move location because that tear gas from up the street is now wafting in this direction. So I know we're going to be checking back with you later in the newscast, but we'll find a safer spot to do that.
All right, Jim, please do that. Stay safe. We will be in touch. All right, so this is a situation in Las Vegas, downtown right now. Let's take you out to Seattle. We've been watching these images coming from the affiliates out of there. Now, it's hard to tell from this vantage point. Looks like this live camera is moving around, but also escalations and demonstrators here. Overhead pictures from what appeared to be a helicopter or a fixed cam showed a fire there on the streets of Seattle. So demonstrations also escalating at that point. We'll continue to cover these demonstrations unfolding here, not just in Las Vegas, but around the country. Now to LA, where is the sixth night of protests there. The National Guard deployed along with more than 700 Marines. Those protests began over the weekend after ICE agents reportedly raided businesses to carry out deportations of those they claim are undocumented immigrants. Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass calling for an end to those federal immigration raids. She was joined at a press conference by more than 30 leaders from around the region following days of protests. The White House describing the situation as shameful, slamming California leaders.
All of us represent cities in this region where immigrants are key, and if in some cases not the majority of the population. To have people live in fear like it is today is just unacceptable.
Mayor Bass and Governor Newsom fanned the flames and demonized our brave ICE officers.
The Trump administration says it will continue its mass deportation effort. Similar demonstrations popping up in other major cities as well. New York, Chicago, and Austin adding to that list. As anti-ICE demonstrations crisscross our nation, we looked at how and if these rallies can create change. A sociology professor at UNLV tells us protests do bring about change. Dr. Robert Futrell says once a movement forms, these demonstrations can spark a nationwide movement similar to what's playing out in real time now.
Our history has shown only when you have mass mobilization are you really going to have something close to the kind of change that's needed for ameliorating the problem that they're seeing with the immigration raids and the injustices that are connected to that, according to the protesters.
Overall, Dr. Futrell says when it comes to rallying, demonstrating, or protesting, the movements do